And welcome to Motor Matters. Today we are talking about the launch of the Espresso, the new Suzuki. In fact, it's not a new Suzuki and it's not an Espresso. It's an Espresso, and this is the facelift version of it. And we're going to take you through some video on what we found on its launch down in Cape Town. I have to say, this is quite the view. I'm not a Cape Town fan, but just look at this thing and look at the color. The Suzuki Espresso. Well, not Espresso, just Espresso. This is what Suzuki glowingly refer to as a micro SUV, and this is the new updated version of it that I'm test driving in and amongst this incredible scenery here in Cape Town. What's different about the car? Brand new engine derived from actually the Celerio. It gives us half a litre per 100 of extra fuel consumption, which is dropping it from 4.9 down to 4.4. Incredibly impressive. Visually, from the outside of the car, it's difficult to notice too many differences between this and the old version, chief of which is the little badge thing there. We've lost the running skirts. I actually think the car is more attractive for it without the skirts on the side of it. Alloys. Full alloy. We are driving the mid-range vehicle, which is well under 180,000 Rand, and I have to say, initial impressions on the road, quite a solid little car. Drives well. I want to see if I can just open the boot here. I haven't done that yet. I think it's a manual fitting with a key. There we go. And being a compact micro SUV, we do actually have a surprisingly large amount of boot space here. You can get a decent big-sized luggage bag in there, and of course, being a compact SUV, we have actually one, not a 60/40 split seat, just a complete fold-down from the back. We'll go more into the detail of the interior of the car later. I'm just giving you a feel for what it looks like on the outside, and I have to say, I really like this orange. Lovely color. Right, on the interior of the car, this is not the S-Spec, the top of the range. So we only have a 7-inch display as opposed to the, let me just turn the radio down, as opposed to the 9-inch that you get on the S-Type. But you notice I have all my on steering wheel controls. I even have hands-free. This thing has USB connectivity for phone and for music. And we have our large friendly center display here, which has all our other notable useful things for drivers, such as your speed, your fuel consumption. And I'm dying to see what the average fuel consumption of this car is going to be over the 60 odd Ks that we're going to drive in it today. We have aircon as standard, no climate control as one would expect in this kind of size vehicle. And we're trundling down the road towards Simonstown in our little Suzuki Espresso. In another really stunning day in Africa here. The views we've just had from up top there are nothing short of spectacular, and I have to say I really am enjoying my time in this little car. It's a 3-cylinder motor pushing out 49 kilowatts and 89 newton meters of torque, and it feels like there's enough of it, because what Suzuki do and do well and always have done is build their little cars light. So despite the fact that the power and torque numbers don't necessarily look as impressive as they would on a Ferrari, the fact that you're only lugging around a couple of 100 kilos makes all the difference. So the car feels surprisingly peppy, and I'm not shifting up and down the gearbox as much as I thought I would be as we navigate these twisties. Ride comfort, I have to say, is pretty good. It's not the world's softest ride, I have to be honest, but then Suzuki do pitch this as a micro SUV, and we've just done a bit of off-roading. Well, off-roading, when I say off-roading, really rough sort of dirt track type stuff. We went through sand, we went over rocks, and we did some gravel sections. The car handled it. It has 181 millimeters of ground clearance, and that does come to the fore. And in essence, what they're saying with this little mite of a car is that you can pretty much take it anywhere in South Africa without needing massive 4x4 capabilities. If you're going to do serious overlanding in it, this is not the car for you. But remember, we're talking under 200,000 Rand for the car. So for all of those customers, consumers who are looking for off-road type capacities and capabilities, you get quite a lot of them in this little espresso. I'm coming away suitably impressed, I have to say. Okay, and just a brief run through the specs. As you can see, all new engine. It's the same engine as is found in the Celerio. As mentioned, 49 kilowatts and 89 newton meters, slightly down from 50 and 90 on the old version, but you're saving half a litre per 100 of fuel, and the little 3-cylinder motor gets on with it, as we saw on our test drive. The list of specifications, this price level is quite impressive, and look at the pricing. I mean, wow, the one we drove, the orange one, the 1.0 GL manual transmission, 170 grand. Really, that's not bad. It includes a year of insurance, your 2-year 30,000 kilometer warranty, and of course your 5-year 200,000 k promotional warranty, which Suzuki just bundle in for you free, gratis, and for nothing. We didn't try the AMT. You'll have seen Alan and I chatted about that in the past, and maybe we'll get one of those on review for a road test coming to you soon. But on the whole, this micro SUV, as Suzuki affectionately refer to this vehicle, is extremely aggressively priced, and certainly Suzuki are allowed to claim that this is the most affordable vehicle in this segment, bar none. Good job, Suzuki. We look forward to seeing it on the road.